Today we're back on the relationship subreddit and it's going to be so fun. I already know we're going to read so much horrifying stuff today. So yeah, let's not waste any time and let's get straight into it. Enjoy, guys. My 24 boyfriend, 26, needs me to wake up at the same time as him so that he can make the bed. Do I do what he says? Okay, so I feel like we don't even need to read this. Probably not. Boyfriend and I have been together for 2.5 years and we live together in a place that we rent from my parents while we're at uni. Boyfriend needs me to wake up at 7:30 every day with him because it sets a good routine. He can make the bed, and in his argument, you get better sleep with a sound schedule. Boyfriend doesn't wake up at 4 a.m. every day like I do. Wait a second, what? I wake up and I'm bolt awake, so it takes me a while to fall back to sleep, between 45 minutes and an hour. Something to do with those sleep cycles. When he wakes me up at 7:30, I don't wake up refreshed, but groggy and cranky. I complain but comply, and it causes arguments because he's adamant that I shouldn't sleep in, as he needs to start his day and make the bed. Oh, get the hell out of here. Is this a joke? Some days he doesn't wake up at 7:30. I've tried setting an alarm at 7:30 just to wake him up for his day, so I roll over and tell him at 7:30. He needs to get up because he's expressed to me that that's when he needs to, and he'll regret it otherwise. He tells me no, 10 more minutes, 5 more minutes, 1 more cuddle. When he does wake up properly, say 8 or 8:30, he's annoyed at me for letting him sleep so long and blames me for not being able to get up, because if I don't get up at 7:30 first, he can't either. So it's a mixed bag. Some days he can wake up at 7:30 and gets me up with him, or others he can't, and if I get him up, then it's my fault. My issue is, should I just do what he says and get into a routine of getting up at 7:30 with him? Will it help my sleeping issues and subsequent relationship issues? Wait a second, so why were you waking up at 4:30? Did it say? It said boyfriend doesn't wake up at 4 a.m. every day like I do. I wake up and I'm bolt awake, so it takes me a while to fall back asleep. Wait, so why are they waking up at 4 in the morning? But yeah, that's beside the point. You shouldn't even entertain something like this, OP. Why the hell can't your boyfriend just get up? That's such a BS that he has to make the bed. Like, what the hell? The top comment says, I'm not sure if he's mature enough to live with his girlfriend if he can't wake up and get up by himself. You're not his mother. He has his own alarm, and the last one out of the bed can make it. Yeah, the fact that they're so okay with messing up your sleep just so they can make the bloody bed. Oh, that's so infuriating. And yeah, like you said, OP, when you do wake up at 7:30 and you try to wake him up, a lot of the time he refuses. Oh, that's so frustrating. Yeah, these are some massive red flags, OP. Like, so controlling. And yeah, you're not his bloody mum. I think when you wake up at 4 in the morning, you should wake him up. Like, sorry, but this is when I like to start my day and I need to make the bed, okay? So get up. And yeah, I don't understand why he can't get up and you make the bed when you get up or something. Or are they literally just trying to control your life and your sleep schedule and trying to decide what you should do? Yeah, that's really not good, OP. The red flag alarms are going off. The next one is called Girlfriend's 27 female family always makes comments about what I, 28 male, eat. I told her I was done eating around them, including not coming to Thanksgiving. My girlfriend and I have been together for 3 years. Our relationship is strong except for a reoccurring issue where her family is difficult and she's not always great at standing up to them or for me. I'm a large man, not fat or anything, just very tall. I play 2 recreational sports and I also bike a lot in my free time. As a result of this, I eat quite a lot. 95% of the time I eat healthy but in larger quantities, and the other 5% of the time I'll occasionally pig out. I'm not unhealthy. I've been to a doctor recently and he affirmed I'm in good health and I have a good healthy lifestyle by all measures: weight, exercise, blood pressure, cholesterol, etc. So I know I'm doing everything right. However, my girlfriend's family constantly needs to comment on what and how much I eat. They live 2 hours away, so when we see them, it is typically us staying at their house for a whole weekend, where I'm at the whims of whatever the menu is. If I eat more than 1 serving of something, then the mum or the sister will make comments or whisper to each other about how I'm eating into their leftovers for the next day, or how it's unhealthy for me to have a second cookie or something. This is even if there's a ton of food, so I know I'm not eating their whole week's budget of food or anything. I've also tried bringing my own snacks, so I'm not infringing on their supply of food with my extra eating, but this doesn't work either. I'll sneak a granola bar or an apple or a bag of chips from my bag and they'll find out. I think they searched the trash or something, and they let me know it'll spoil my appetite, or ask whether the food mum made wasn't good enough for me. My girlfriend and I will also do our own activities outside of the house during the day sometimes, so I have occasionally had to stop at a fast food place if I need to eat some fries or chicken nuggets or whatever out of the house. Whenever we come back, the mum or the sister will make comments or ask if we ate anything else while we were out, and my girlfriend gets nervous and confesses because she feels guilty or doesn't like lying to them. So after 3 years of this, I get really sick of being attacked for the amount of food I eat when it barely impacts them, and I know I'm eating an okay amount. It's gradually gotten worse over time. My breaking point came last week when it was girlfriend's mum's birthday, so we met at a restaurant in the middle between us one night. I ordered a burger and fries while everybody else ordered salads, and immediately girlfriend's mum, sister, and aunt all started commenting about how the burger looked unhealthy. I stood up for myself and I said that I'd biked dozens of miles that week already, so I think I can treat myself to a burger, to which the sister said that one unhealthy thing can wipe out weeks of working out, which I dismissed. I was hoping that would be it. Wait a second, that's not true. You're not gonna erase all of the work that you did because of one bloody burger. Oh, they sound so frustrating. I was hoping that would be it, but every like 10 minutes somebody would make more comments, so I'm getting really annoyed. I eyeballed my girlfriend numerous times to be like, back me up here, and I barely got anything. Finally, the food came and my burger was perfectly normal. Not giant, not dripping with grease, not filled with unhealthy toppings, just a normal burger. But everybody was like, wow, that thing is enormous. You really shouldn't eat that in one sitting. It'll clog your arteries and you'll feel terrible after. Oh my god. Seriously, that thing is so unhealthy. I think I would die immediately. I decided I was done after that. I sneaked away to the bathroom and I stopped at the front of the restaurant to ask for a box and to pay my part. I came back to the table and announced that I was going to get going as I didn't feel well, and I asked my girlfriend if she wanted a ride home or if she'd figure out another way home. She got super embarrassed and said that she would come with me if I waited a few minutes. So I got in the car and I ate my burger in there while I waited for like 10 minutes for her to come. We left and she cried the whole way home. I felt bad that it hurt her feelings, but I'm at my limit, and I told her I was done going to events where we eat food with her family, and if that means that I don't come with her when she visits her family, then that's just the way it has to be. I said I'd be skipping Thanksgiving at her parents this year. Since then, she's barely talked to me but hasn't really fought me on it at all. I know it hurts her, but I have to stick up for myself here. I'm sick of being treated like some fatso who eats like garbage when I know I live a healthier lifestyle than any of them. I'm not even that mad at my girlfriend. Obviously, I would appreciate the backup, but I know she's scared of her family since they're all kind of bullies, so I'm just not going to allow myself to be present at these opportunities. Whatever fallout happens as a result of this is not my responsibility. Am I handling this right? Is there a nicer way I could have said everything or been gentler with my girlfriend? I don't want to hurt her feelings, but I have the right to protect myself if she won't. Oh, they sound awful, OP. Like, why do they feel like they even get to say stuff like this? And what, they don't realize they're doing it? Yeah, they sound insufferable, but like the top comment says, you haven't done anything wrong here, but instead of defending yourself by saying things like, I eat healthy, I exercise, could you flat out set a boundary and say, please stop commenting on my food? I'm an adult and I choose what I eat, or something like that. Also, your girlfriend seems to be responding super passively here. It doesn't sound like y'all have fully talked it through if she's just saying stuff like, okay, or I understand. Y'all should be talking about things like her own experience with her family, her relationship with food with her family, how does she feel setting boundaries with them, and what will it take for her to do that, how it makes you feel, and what will happen if they don't stop, etc. I think your girlfriend needs therapy, and definitely couples therapy if you plan to stay together. Yeah, 1,000,000% OP. And like this comment says, they sound extremely petty, and I'm assuming envious, and I wouldn't want to be around them either. Yeah, hell no. The next one is called Long Distance Boyfriend 32 Male, invited me 31 female to visit, and then acted like he didn't want me there. Do I leave? My boyfriend 32 male and I 31 female dated in the same city for 6 months until he got a job in a different state. We split up, but then he reached out a few months later and we got back together, but decided to figure out the details during a visit. I went to go see him and I was very excited. When I got there, however, I was surprised to see that he was acting pretty aloof with me. He told me how happy he was in his new life, how he couldn't imagine living anywhere else, and didn't understand why people didn't live in his new town. He also criticized me for calling his new town by an old nickname, pointed out somebody that he'd made out with during our break and said that she was needy, and then joked about how many people he could hypothetically get with in his new town. It all made me feel like an outsider or an awkward interloper who didn't belong. I told him I was happy for him, but also that his over-the-top happiness made me wonder whether he was trying to send me a message, either that he was over me or he wanted me to move out or something. He shut down and got really upset. He said that he was just acting normal, and that if there was any weirdness, that it must be something about me that was causing that. Oh, come on. He got upset that I would criticize him for his happiness and project my own insecurities of our relationship onto him unfairly. I told him that I guess I misread things. We haven't talked about it again, except when he told me that he talked to his friends and told me that they said he was not overly happy. And so again, I must be the one unfairly projecting my feelings. What do I do? Leave? Talk about it again? Definitely get out of there, OP. Like this comment says, he's moved on and checked out with you. He could have been man enough to say so. His feelings changed on you and he should have called you and told you not to come. Instead, you picked it up and you asked him, and then he turns it around on you and blames you. He's immature AF, and then he tells his friends, move on with your life. Yeah, Yeah, definitely, it's not worth the trouble. And the comment under it, be done with it. He's already confided in his new friends about your disagreement, getting them to think that he's not being a jerk. Some guys don't want to be the bad guy, so they make you break up with them. Do it and don't ever look back. Best wishes. The next one is called My 32 Female, Boyfriend 35 Male. Violated my trust with a female co-worker to spite me. We've had our fights about a particular co-worker because they were spending a lot of time texting and FaceTiming outside of work. He is her boss and they work very close together. The last fight we had, it was agreed that he'd keep things professional from now on because the communication was excessive and I was not comfortable with it. I want to add, I'm not a jealous person. He has plenty of female friends that I don't think twice about or complain about, but I have specific reasons why their friendship outside of work made me uncomfortable. She's the only one I've ever asked him to limit contact with. Today I found out that he'd spent the last couple of weeks talking to her on the phone outside of work for long periods of time. I calmly asked him about it and what was going on and why it was happening again after we agreed to set boundaries. His response was that we were fighting and he did it purposely to hurt me. Oh my god, what? Get rid of them, OP. He spent large amounts of time on the phone with another woman to make me feel hurt because we were fighting. Absolute trash. Get out of there. I feel like my trust has been completely violated. Yeah, it has. They spent time on the phone at late hours. We all work graveyard, but still, this was happening while they were both off, and I was at work none the wiser, not once but multiple nights over the last couple of weeks. I feel humiliated. I'm feeling like this is a deal breaker for me. This seems really inappropriate and immature, like he went running to another woman for comfort, a woman he knows very well that I'm not comfortable with. I guess I'm just looking for some feedback as to whether I'm overreacting, or this is just really crappy of him and I have a right to be upset. Any answers are appreciated. What do you think? What should I do about this? Is it a violation of our relationship? Enough to consider breaking up? Oh my god, definitely OP. Oh, I feel so sad for you. That's straight up shameful and disgusting of them. And obviously, get rid of him. You need somebody a lot better than this, OP. Oh, that's so sad and aggravating. But I mean, seriously though, if somebody is willing to do this, you're 100% better off without them. Yeah, like this comment says, my husband of 35 years just did a few things that I didn't think were very cool. And when I asked him why he did them, he responded, to make you mad and hurt you. So in turn, I packed his crap and I moved him out. If I were you, I'd kick him to the curb now before you waste any more of your life. Yeah, could not agree more. Good luck with this one, OP. The next one is called My Husband Kissed My Sister-in-Law. This is so messy. My 42 female, husband 45 male, kissed my brother's wife 2 nights ago while both were incredibly intoxicated. My brother Esau was my husband's best friend. My husband also works for my brother. We've been married 4 years but together for 9. My niece 11 female caught them mid-kiss. I don't know if things would have gone further if they hadn't been caught. I haven't talked to my sister-in-law, but I have talked to my brother. He's inclined to believe that this was a one-time screw-up. I don't know what to believe. My husband cheated early on in our relationship. Oh god, about a year in, we did work through it, but now I feel so stupid, and I wonder if he's just a cheater and this is his pattern. He did tell me as soon as he was up. He hasn't apologized besides saying I effed up. He dumped all of his alcohol when I said if we stay together, that's one of my conditions. He has a history of alcohol abuse. He scheduled an STD screening, again at my request, and blocked my sister-in-law on everything. I'm absolutely sick about this. I'm devastated that my niece's world is forever changed. My husband is very close with all of the nibblings, and that's all ruined. His friendship is ruined with my brother. His employment's compromised. Brother didn't fire my husband, but it will be awkward and different. My friendship with my sister-in-law is over. I've still been working through feelings 8 years after the first betrayal. I don't know if I have it in me to do the incredibly hard work again. I love him and I deserve so much better. Edit, I just sat down with my husband and I told him that I don't want to work things out. He said he understands and that I deserve better. I told him he was right. Thank you for the support, encouragement, and affirming comments. I agree with the majority of them and I just needed the reminders. He's agreed to work things out amicably as far as finances and sorting everything while he also saves to move out. We don't share children, but we each have children that will be hurt by the split. I don't hate him or her. I'm honestly just sad and disgusted. I'm not really even angry anymore, at least right now. I imagine my feelings will vary as I grieve the loss of a partner. Edit 2, I messaged my sister-in-law. She apologized, but it's very hollow and only after I finally confronted her. And she is lying about a message she sent my husband that he admits to deleting after they were caught. Doesn't make any sense why my husband would lie about getting and deleting a message. Husband says he can't fully recall what she sent, but that it was about getting caught. They're both full of crap, really. Oh, that's so sad, OP. I hope you're gonna be okay. I feel like we should read one more and then read something wholesome. I just found out that I'm disinherited. I, 35 female, just found out that my siblings, 41, are cut out of my parents' 70s will. They have millions and they plan on leaving it all to charity. My brother and I both pretty much live paycheck to paycheck. Let me be clear, we are in regular contact and we have a good relationship. Maybe not as good as I thought. I'm doing EMDR therapy right now. now for some issues with how my mum has contributed to me feeling like love is conditional based on my weight and appearance. My dad has a history of severe rage episodes that had me constantly on edge. Honestly, I'm glad that they're in a good financial spot as they age, and I don't have to worry about having money to help them in their old age. My dad has a family history of dementia and may need to be in a home or require at-home nursing care one day. However, my mum remarked to my brother that us kids are getting nothing as they plan on leaving millions to charity. That means that over the rest of their lives, they plan on hoarding their wealth and not spending it on themselves. I've previously told them I hope they spend their money while they're alive. They do not plan on doing this apparently. They plan on continuing to live well below their means and having millions left over when they pass. I know I'm not entitled to their money. It's not mine. If they had nothing to give me, I'd be okay with having nothing. Recently, however, they keep bringing up their net worth to me, which I've been confused as why. I feel like I was never good enough. My parents have said through actions and little digs and outright, your father and I are really disappointed in you, that I'm a failure. Both of us are single without kids. I'm single because I haven't found my person, not because I'm actively not wanting a relationship. My mum's really disappointed about not having grandchildren. I'm hurt and I feel like this is going to be their final way of saying that we aren't proud of you. I'm happy for them to leave something to charity, but like all of it, I really feel like a huge a-hole for being hurt over this. We are politically on the same side. They aren't super religious and they don't believe I'm going to go to hell or anything like that. I'm just kind of shocked and confused. I don't know how to navigate my feelings about this and I would love some outside perspective. On the one hand, I feel like they're sending me a hurtful message. On the other hand, I don't want to feel disappointed or hurt because it's not my money and I know they don't owe me anything. Edit. Oh my god, I was not expecting this response. Since I don't have a partner, I have nobody to lean on. I reached out to a longtime friend and she politely put up a boundary that she cannot support me because she has other things going on in her life. I feel like I'm being dumped by everybody I care about. So it's nice to get some support even if it's from internet strangers. Yeah, this comment's good. On the bright side, they can no longer hold their money over you as a way to control your relationship. They, pardon my language, blew their wad too soon and now they have no way to control your behavior. So congratulations, you're now free. You want to tell them they're being idiots? Do it. Want to tell them they should have saved enough money for end-of-life care because you're not going to be wiping their asses in 15 years? You're in the clear to do so. They've had their final say in their opinion of your financial worth to them, and now you can work on realizing how much you mean to yourself and to people who love you. Like, does your brother love you? Do you have friends or people you interact with regularly who admire some skill of yours? Are you pleasant to customer service people? And trust me, that puts more good into the world than anything your parents have done besides birthing you. Now is the time you can start your life. No more waiting on them to love you unconditionally or to see your worth. You can start fresh. Want to learn how to work with wood, fly a plane, take exploration trips around your town? You're free to do it. No more worrying about their approval. OP, I'm sorry you had such a pair of disappointments as your parents. You deserved better, but now you can start figuring out what kind of life you want to live now that you're free of their control. You have all of my best wishes for a fulfilling new life. Yeah, definitely. And on that note, I feel like we should read something wholesome. Me giving my crush a rose. My crush who already knows she likes me and said it to me. Oh, cute. That's so beautiful. All the best with that. That's so cute. I had to deal with a clog in the sink this morning. Oh no. Whatever did you do? They are so beautiful, those cats. I want this to happen to me so bad. Not all dogs are good boys because the rest are good girls. Yeah, damn right. Are you also abandoned by humans? Are you cold? I decided from today we'll be friends. Too warm. Oh, and they were friends forever. I love how cats will sit on anything if it's soft. Like, oh, nice. I'll definitely sleep here. Thank you for watching, everybody. I hope you had a wonderful time. And if you did and you want to see more videos like this, make sure you like and subscribe. And the comment of the day today goes to Casual V. Fun fact, Monopoly was invented specifically to be not fun. It was a game meant to teach how monopolies are horrible, cause everyone to be frustrated, and only the winner has any fun. Only because they won, not because it's an inherently fun game like games are meant to be. If you feel miserable playing Monopoly, it's because you're supposed to. Wow, that makes so much sense. I've been missing this piece of information my entire life. It all makes sense now. Like, of course it isn't fun. Wow, that's so interesting. Thank you for commenting that. And thank you for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. Make sure you look after yourself and make sure you have a beautiful, amazing rest of your day. And you know what I'm about to say because I say it every single day. Bye!